Hello, and welcome to Beering in Mind Beer Reviews. Today we're going to take a look at a kind of an unusual beer, and that is made by Echigo, which is located in Niigata Prefecture on the Japan Sea coast. And this is a new one from them, and it is called Echigo Black Tea IPA, and it came out just this last month in October. It's an IPA at 4.5%, and it has 35 IBUs, International Bittering Units. And the tea that they use, they claim, is from South India. It's called Nilgiri tea, a black tea, and apparently it's one of the three most popular teas in India, along with Darjeeling and I can't remember the other one. And it has a nice little can. It's got a picture of a hedgehog, which is supposedly representing the UK, and an elephant, which of course is supposedly representing India. And in the background, it's kind of hard to tell, but you can see a railway, and this is supposedly a South India mountain railway. So, and it says tomorrow is a gift, and at the bottom it says, what does it say? Let's be romantic, act on stage. What do you think that means? On the Japanese side, it has no such nonsense, sensibly. In any case, so this one has 2 ratings, or actually 3 ratings now on RateBeer. It's so new. An average score of 3.02 out of 5, and no ratings, no percentile ratings for either beers, all beers, or for the style, which is IPA. And I'm kind of wondering if this is actually just an IPA or maybe a flavored IPA. But let's give it a go, shall we? So on the can, you can see the nice little hedgehog is pouring beer out of a teapot for the elephant. And now I'm going to pour this beer into this glass for myself. It is kind of dark. Okay, so let's see what color we got here. It is a very dark amber, kind of a caramel sort of color, very dark amber, with maybe half a finger of maybe I would say off-white head, kind of fluffy, kind of bubbly. So it is pretty much transparent. It's a slight bit of haze, chill haze, and I'm not sure if you can see the carbonation coming up out of here. There's quite a bit of carbonation, very fine carbonation coming off of the bottom of the glass. Well, let's try the aroma here. Woo! The tea is definitely there. I'm not a tea drinker so much, so the initial hit of tea smells a little bit like something else. But since I know that it has tea, I can recognize it as that. Kind of an interesting flavor or aroma. Something like Earl Grey, perhaps. A little bit of ashiness, light fruitiness. Well, the flavor also has tea, and it blends in with quite a bit of maltiness. Very unusual. Very sharp tea hit, and I think the tea complements probably the hops and the bittering hops. It adds a kind of different bittering dimension to it. Interesting, unusual. The tea kind of changes throughout from initial to mid-palate. It gets very bitter in mid-palate and then kind of fades out from there. Interesting, unusual, but not all that pleasant, I think. kind of a interesting mix of ingredients. Other people have put tea in beers. In fact, in Japan, putting green tea in beer was a thing. It may still be, but the black tea comes off a little bit strong in this here. I think perhaps the body is probably not so strong. It's a 4.5% IPA, so not really all that heavy in character to blend with the tea, and the tea really does stand out quite a bit. So you may find this in a Seijo Ishii store, which is where I found it. It doesn't seem to be widely distributed yet. It may appear in Yamaya stores throughout Japan. They often have at least the main line of Echigo. They may eventually have this one. So give it a try and see what you think. If you are a tea lover, which I'm not, you may find it interesting. As such, as it is, I don't find it all that interesting myself. Again, this is Black Tea IPA from Echigo in Niigata Prefecture. Okay, that's it for today. Take care. Bye-bye.